China owns the missile field. But one mobile launcher just landed inside the first island chain. In 15 hours, the US flew the Typhoon system 8,000 miles to the Philippines, its first Indo-Pacific deployment, and ships started acting differently. You're about to see how a road mobile battery-firing SM-6S and 1,600 km Tomahawks turns a crowded South China Sea into a no-comfort zone, and why Beijing is calling this stoking confrontation.
Welcome back. Let's just bring you the latest on the claims of espionage by the UK government. We've put those claims to the Chinese embassy and they have now responded. They say these claims by the UK side are pure fabrication and malicious slander. We urge the UK to immediately stop this self-staged charade of false accusations and self-aggrandizement and stop going further down the wrong path of undermining China-UK relations. We strongly condemn such despicable moves of the UK side and have lodged stern representations with them.
Stay for the tactical pivot, mobility, unpredictable basing, and a strike envelope that forces China's rocket force to rethink every targeting plan they've relied on. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. 2,200, that was the number. Not ships, not planes. Conventional missiles pointed at every pier, runway, and hull inside the first island chain. China's rocket force built an anti-access ring layer by layer. Fixed pads inland. Road mobile launchers near the coast. Overlapping arcs that pinched sea lanes into narrow, predictable tracks.
It is a sight that may well be worrying the authorities in both Taiwan and Washington. A new Chinese warship for its navy, which is already the largest navy in the world. President Xi Jinping attended the commissioning ceremony for the Fujian aircraft carrier,
with Chinese President Xi Jinping leading the celebrations in images shown on state television. Along with President Xi, more than 2,000 sailors took part in the event on Hainan Island in the country's south, a significant moment for China. Its most advanced warship officially entering service as part of the world's biggest navy.
You could chart the choke points like toll booths, Bashi, Babuyan, Miyako, and know where a cruiser or oiler would thread the needle. The result was pattern. Pattern is survival until someone aims at the pattern. Meanwhile, the bind tightened. Carrier air wings faced longer-range threats than they could comfortably outrun. Airfields sat on pre-made target lists. Logistics hulls, slow and wide, moved under a net of coastal radars, fishing militias, and Coast Guard cutters that logged hull numbers and headings. You can spoof a transponder, you can't spoof a wake scene from shore day after day. On a pre-typhoon patrol, a destroyer would run darkish, but never blind. Surface search up. Fire control radars cold unless cued. Emissions disciplined to short bursts, then silence.
Yes, and it's a sort of statement we've seen from them before in disputes of this kind. Indeed, don't mince words at all, do they? False accusation, self-aggrandizement. That's an odd one. Of course, a lot of Conservative MPs, including those who were pretty vocal in the House of Commons statement today, have, of course, been sanctioned by China. I'm thinking of Sir Ian Duncan-Smith. Pure fabrication, malicious slander. But it's just words. There's no action or no sort of retaliation, any kicking out of diplomats or any sanctions or anything like that.
The crew knew the drill. Stay outside the envelope where you can, offset the threat axis when you can't, and trust layer defenses, SM-2s, SM-6S, ESSMs, CIWS, to eat the opening salvo. But under land-based arcs built for saturation, even a well-drilled ship felt like a linebacker stuck on the goal line. What backed that feeling was real capacity. Recognized assessments credit China with a large stock of conventional missiles across classes, anti-ship ballistic systems that can reach out beyond 1,000 kilometers, land attack cruise missiles that ride low over water or terrain, and short to medium range ballistic lines that can hammer ports and runways.
Xi, who is also the chairman of China's military, wearing army green as he inspects planes on the carrier and congratulates pilots. It stands out for its high-tech electromagnetic catapult system that allows planes to take off with heavier weapons and few loads.
Even test flights demand tremendous courage. What you do is truly remarkable. You're all heroes.
The new ship, known as the Fujian, is the world's largest conventional aircraft carrier, which is diesel rather than nuclear-powered, like those in the US Navy.
It's the mix that matters. Ballistic shots arrive fast, stress upper tiers. Cruise missiles come in low and late, force radar to stare into sea clutter. Salvo size isn't about one perfect weapon, it's about enough arrows to make even a layered shield leak. Then the playbook got a new line. Typhon rolls as a road mobile battery. AC-17 brings in the launcher, the control node, the power and comms rigs. You don't need a big base. You need a flat stretch that can take weight and a crew that can set up under time pressure. Hours, not days. The point is to create a firing point where nobody expected one yesterday. The missiles give it teeth and reach. SM-6 can act as a long arm against surface threats and help with certain air and missile defense tasks out to roughly 370 kilometers. Tomahawk extends deep strike to about 1,600 kilometers, arcing around terrain and coastlines to hit key nodes. In one package, you get a switch hitter, sea denial close in and infrastructure pressure far out. Mobility flips the math. No fixed pad to find, routes change day to day. Antennas talk short, then go quiet. The battery displaces after a ripple fire, leaving decoys and false signatures that soak up attention. Every time a launcher moves, someone on the other side must ask satellites, drones, patrol aircraft, and coastal watchers. That costs time. Time breaks salvo timing. Time turns clean targeting into guesswork. The pattern of the sitting duck starts to crumble. A single concealed launcher, cued by joint sensors, can hold a fuel farm, a radar site, or a maritime approach at risk. The effect isn't just damage. It's doubt. Does a planned sortie climb out on schedule when a hidden firing point can reach the egress